Greetings, esteemed action figure collectors and appreciators of posable plastic. It's your brother King Ape back again with another action figure discussion. And today we will be taking a look at Hasbro's G.I. Joe Classified 60th Anniversary Action Sailor Recon Diver. Now, as you guys all know, this is the big year for G.I. Joe as it marks, of course, like I just said, the anniversary of the brand being started with Hasbro. I'm very excited about it. 1964 really kicked off an epic run of a toy line that would be near and dear to a lot of people's hearts, especially in the area of not only toys but comic books and the animated series. And we're not going to really talk too much about the movies that came in the 2000s because I don't know. I didn't think those were very good representations of the GI Joe brand and the GI Joe legacy. But here we are looking at a figure that is released to commemorate that anniversary. They are releasing some other figures as well. Lenny and Emily had stated on one of the live streams. So I want to just let you guys get a look at this one in the package. You can see the whole loadout right there. Everything that he comes with. As you can see, they've gone back to window packaging, which I can appreciate, and this is a good, you have a little bit of graphic art right there still and on the side as well. So I'm just gonna let you guys get a look at that. See the 60th anniversary stamp right there. Here's the QR code. Here's another shot of the diver. And here is the back of the packaging. As you can see, they only really highlight the communicator and kind of a radar, and then with the scuba gear on. And of course, you have a nice shot of a destroyer type vessel. I was in the Navy, so I recognize this as a destroyer class of naval ship. So that's pretty good. So let's get into the figure. This is the inside. This is what the insert, I meant to say. This is what the insert looks like, in case anybody was wondering. It has also the graphic for the, acknowledging the 60th anniversary of G.I. Joe. And in the background, you kind of have this map, like a topographical map. All right. So here's the figure. So first thing I'll do is let me adjust the camera a little bit. So let's trying to get a up close look here at the head. Adjust the lighting some so you guys can really see all of the design work that went into them. Really good details all throughout. Of course, this is the same buck they used for Torpedo and Cobra Eel. You guys probably recognize it. It's very familiar. Of course, we have Pinless. And when I took him out of the package, he already had the backpack on. And you can see right here, there's some Cobra emblems, just kind of like symbolizing how many Cobras he's taken out, probably Eels. There's the communicator. This piece is a floating piece, and then he has another piece underneath. He has this this piece right here, which has 3 pouches connected to the left thigh. The right thigh has which is familiar because I believe this is also on Torpedo and Cobra Eel knife sheath. So let's take a look at his accessories real quick. So we have the biggest one, which is a propeller, kind of like a propulsion system, small, one-man propelled motion. I lost my word there. Propulsion system to propel him through the water, underneath the water. There's a little bit of a tempo graphic right here applied, a little mini radar. There's some warnings and instructions using this. Here's the G.I. Joe star logo. He has an explosives pouch. Sorry if that's not coming in too clear. He comes with an assault rifle with a removable clip, which we've all seen this before. You know, it has pretty good detail. I don't know if this is something from the factory that they didn't trim off good, but there's like a piece of plastic right there. This piece, I would imagine, goes on his chest. It's probably to tie into the tanks for him to breathe, or it could be something else. They didn't really give you a description of what all the components are for. This is his, of course, goggles, and it looks like he's got some sort of breathing unit right here so he can breathe underwater. And I believe this piece just tabs in here. So I guess this all goes together. He comes with a set of dog tags. I think this is probably kind of to harken back to when they had the dog tags that, I don't know why this isn't clear. They had dog tags that came with the old 12-inch G.I. Joes. So this is paying homage to that, which is cool. I still have my dog tags. We've all seen this, the warped spear gun. I wish they would start to make the weapons with a little bit of use a different type of plastic. I know that Lenny said that's something that frustrates him as well, and they're looking into other options of how they can do the plastic. His knife, which is warped as well. We've seen this knife, Torpedo, and I believe Cobra Eels came with the same knife. It comes with this pistol, which has the removable silencer. We're all familiar with this one as well, which has come with a lot of the G.I. Joe Classified figures. He comes with fins, and if you can't really see it, but there on the inside, there's for this fin, there's an R. For that fin, there's an L. So it'll let you know what side to put them on, what foot to put them on. Comes with the generic stand. We've seen these with all the retro Joes. I wish they had written something here like Recon Diver. Kind of just makes it a little more special. And last but not least, we have the additional head portrait. So it's cool that they gave us 2 different ethnic options. I wish they had given us more, maybe Asian and even Latino, just to kind of represent all the diversity that's in the U.S. military. So basically, I'm probably not going to go through all the articulation. We've all been down that road with these figures. He's kind of limited right here because he has this overlaying piece. I don't even know if that's the traditional ab crunch or if that's, a ball hinge connection where it would give you that kind of like here, the upper torso would have that same movement for the articulation. So let's kit them out. Knife right here. I guess you would put this, if you look right here, there's a hole and here's a peg. So you would peg that in like so. If you can get it to go. Oh, it's kind of getting a little stress mark on there. Oh man, that doesn't appear to want to go in, and I'm starting to get stress marks on it, so I don't want to force it. But I don't know, I wish they had designed that a little bit better. But anyway, I'll at least put the mask and goggles on. It's a good fit, as you can see. It looks good on him. The detonators are charges. I don't know how you could hang this on him unless you remove this. So you would have to probably take this off and then place this on his person like so. I don't know, I guess you could just do it like that. He has these 2 pouches, so I guess this is for his pistol. So I think that goes in like that. And the other one, I'm not sure. Maybe the silencer. Let's just see if that'll fit in. Yeah, I guess that's what you could use it for. Head pops off like so, smooth. Then you can put on, if you choose to, you can put on his dog tags and then put on the alternate head portrait. Did that go on? It looks like it's on. It's a little loose, but his head is on. Good detail for the most part. his fins. You guys have seen this before. They go on like so. Hope everybody's doing well. I've been away for a minute, work and life, but I'm trying to get back in the groove and give you guys some content to look at. Spear gun. I don't know if that's the right terminology. You guys let me know in the comments, which I'm sure you will. But I believe it's a spear gun. That will go in his hand. Just like you've seen with Torpedo and the Cobra Eels. Same. Oh, well, yeah, that's one way you could do it. If you want, you could pop his hand off, get everything in position. And it does have the articulation on his hand is the right hand is the up and down vertical hinge on both of them. They both have that vertical hinge. And he's definitely not eating any type of Ab Crunch cereal. So that's how he looks that way. Now, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and hook him up to the I don't even know if this is the right way. Let me see. I believe this is the right way because it looks like it has a throttle and a accelerator, and they're facing away. So let me get those on his hands. His hands are really tight, and okay, you got to kind of just work with it. But then I think once you get it, oh man, his joints are tight. That's not a bad thing, but you just got to kind of work with it. So if you want to do some action figure photography, you could really just have some fun with that, with him kind of going through the water like so. Yeah, I believe this is the right direction because you have the screen right here is it would be facing him. So yeah, you could do it that way. And then he has a handle here if you want to just have him looking like he's carrying it. But there's options, you guys. There's options. You guys can kind of just have fun with it and do whatever you want to do. I think he's a pretty solid release. Some of the things that I have a problem with are, of course, the one little QC issue with the submachine rifle. This plastic right here. And the fact that when I'm trying to tab this in to this hole, it's leaving stress marks. So I'm not going to even chance it because I don't want to mess it up. And the other one I want to keep that one on ice. So I want to just have one that I can open. So I don't want to end up messing this one up and then having to, have to possibly open up the other one. So that's him in a nutshell, guys. This is, like I said, this is his stand. So you could probably still stand him even though you have the flippers on. It looks like you can still peg it in and have him standing on the display stand. I wish they would kind of make this a norm for all of the G.I. Joe figures. Just make all of them, you know, make it where they all come with that. Just, okay, so let's do the measurement real quick and I'll get you guys out of here. So this is from the stand. He's just over 6 inches, as you guys can see. There, give you guys a good look. Or is he just under 6 inches? Because I'm doing an above view, so it looks like he's rather on the short side, which is surprising. Looks like he's under 6 inches. That's interesting. So what I'm going to do is take him off the stand and give you guys some comparisons and get you guys up out of here so you can enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate you stopping through. Shout out to all the subscribers who joined Ape Nation. I appreciate you. If you are watching, go ahead and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this, go ahead, hit that like button for me. I would really appreciate it. I will be putting out more content, as time permits. So let's get into some comparisons. So we'll do the first two obvious ones and get those out of the way. Those are the very obvious ones. Let's do Cobra Eel and Torpedo, which they both have their, even though they're all sharing the same buck essentially, they all still have their individual characteristics that make them stand out in their own way. There's some little subtle tweaks that Lenny and them did to kind of give them their own identity, which I can appreciate. If you take a look, just I think Torpedo and the 60th anniversary Recon diver probably share more parts here. Whereas this is a whole brand new section on the Cobra Eel, as well as up here. But, for the most part, and of course, they all share the same flippers. Turn them around. And the back units are different. They added this piece for the Cobra Eel. And this is, these are pretty much the same. So they've kind of designed it where they can add, an additional piece to this back section. So that's pretty cool. This is the, I gotta do the side profile for you guys. Yeah, so you can see right there that Torpedo is the tallest out of the bunch because he has an extremely long neck. But the Cobra Eel and the Recon Diver, they're kind of right there in the same height area. All right, so let's turn it all back around. Pull those out of the way. Let's throw in some water-based characters that they've released from G.I. Joe Classified. Here's Copperhead and good old Shipwreck. So we can see how they look standing next to the new diver. I think they look pretty good. Shipwreck's got a huge noggin. Uh, they're all around the same height. Well, no, Copperhead's a little bit taller than Shipwreck and the Recon Diver. So yeah, Recon Diver, he's kind of on the short side. And then we'll do females from the line. We've got Retro Baroness, Retro Carded Baroness. And then we have Courtney Krieger, aka CoverGirl. That way you guys can see how he scales with the ladies. Side profile. Baroness is right there. She's right at the same height, maybe a little bit taller. And CoverGirl is she's a shorty. So that's how they look. And then last but not least, we'll do 2 characters from other brands. We've got Ultimate Cap from Marvel Legends, and then we have the Power Rangers. What's his name? Space Phantom Ranger, the translucent version. So side profile. That's how they look. Yeah, the diver, Recon Diver, he's on the short side. He's definitely on the short side. So but those are solid figures to compare them to. And so that's it. That's gonna wrap it up for this session. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about the figure. Not a lot of paint. Some very muted colors with the green and the black, and you can kind of see like when you look right here, this is black, and then here's dark gray. The most paint is going to be on the head portraits. Like just really, really good head portraits. And accessories, he comes with a lot. Just a lot of the, some of the plastic they're using. I think they need to kind of revisit what type of plastics would be best suited for these action figures. And I don't know. There's definitely an issue with that where you plug this in. So I would tell you guys to be very careful when you're plugging that peg, when you're trying to peg this in so you don't break it. Because if you can, I don't know if you can really see it, but I have a stress mark like right there. So just be mindful of that, guys. And definitely pick him up. He shipped from Amazon for me. So if you don't have them ordered, maybe go over to Amazon, see if you can get them a little bit sooner than some of the other online retailers. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this discussion. And until next time, I wish you love, peace, and plasticness.